It's her own rock bottom with alcohol abuse.
Drinking was never a problem. I did it really well. It was better than just about anybody at it. It wasn't necessarily because of not working as much. I think that had more to do with from my childhood. Unfortunately, the result of that is addiction. And even with that, I realized that it wasn't getting me anywhere. And, my father ruined my childhood. And
so a lot has happened this week. People got released. People got hired. There's some conspiracy theories as well. Nick Roberts had his special on Dark Side of the Ring. I'm watching that right now. I always wanted to know his backstory. Very mysterious guy, very closed off guy. But the first thing I want to talk about is AEW, AFW. And I was very disappointed with how AEW handled Andrade. Very, very disappointed. So let me get this straight. You see, I'm looking at this through the mind of how good they could have done. The highest bar is Sting. Someone's getting beat up. Cool, like everything goes dark. You see a mystery on the screen, and then you see like cool effects on the rampway, and you get a big introduction. How did Andrade debut? Mark Henry comes out, then gets interrupted, and then he gets introduced in some garbage speak there you can barely understand. Then he comes out to no fanfare at all, no music, no cool lighting. He just comes out the ramp. Sure, that could be known as some people different or unique, but we all know what that really is. Last second. In the wrestling world, it's supposed to be grand and awesome. If a kid or a teenager were to look at that particular entrance of Andrade, they probably look like, oh, he looks cool. He got the nice sunglasses, got the nice suit there. But like, why does this guy have no music? I'm sure kids or teens would think like everybody else has music. Why doesn't he have music? So that was very weird. Why they choose to do it like that, I have no fucking idea. But then again, it's the same company that just ignores Impact ever existed. The Good Brothers are just there on AEW. They're not from Impact. Don Callis is there. He's not from Impact. When Don Callis talks about Kenny Omega's matches, he never mentions Impact. So, yeah, I would consider the partnership between AEW and Impact, at least on AEW's end, completely over. When Don Callis purposely said that Kenny Omega has a title match against Jungle Boy in 2 weeks, but ignored the one against Moose in 1 week, we got a problem. That was when I was like, oh, that's weird. The kicker of the whole thing was, if you listen to Busted Open Podcast, and Mark Henry now, of course, is with AEW. Every single week, Busted Open has a thing they do on the weekends, Best of the Week, they call it. Every week, they've mentioned Impact, at least in passing sometimes. Sometimes I can clearly tell they didn't watch the show. Like when Mark Henry or somebody says, it was a good show, not really on it. Yeah, you didn't watch the episode, buddy. And this week, The same week that Mark Henry got hired, it's almost as if him and his partner were not allowed to even mention Impact. They talked about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, of course. They never mentioned Impact for the very first time ever, as soon as Mark Henry got signed. Like I said, the same week that Don Callis, owner of Impact, ignores talking about Kenny Omega's upcoming title match. You're going to tell me that's a coincidence? In a world where people just say don't mention certain things beyond the camera before things go on? That's a coincidence? Yeah, you can kiss my ass on that one. Tony Khan is going to appear, which was of course never on Dynamite this week, by the way. Tony Khan's going to be on Impact this coming Friday. No mention of that one on Dynamite. He's going to be on Impact this upcoming Friday. So what's going to happen there? I don't know. I would love for Impact to say something to Tony Khan's. Why are you ignoring us on your show? This is a one-way thing we got going on here. Why aren't you reciprocating back there, giving us plugs and mentions on your show? Wednesday, Dynamite is a perfect transition into Impact, and AEW has not mentioned Impact at all on the show. At all. So when Impact was on Tuesdays, they gave a spotlight to AEW all those months. But the time changes to where AEW could return the favor and maybe give a little love to Impact. They don't fucking do it. So if you want to know why I don't respect AEW, that's a really good fucking reason, isn't it? So let's go with the releases. Braun, I heard his contract cost too much money, so they got rid of him. Probably all the other ones together maybe equal his, so that could be a thing. The reason, it's weird because, like, they got rid of Ruby Riott. They got rid of, Braun Strowman, of course, there. They got rid of Lana. And I can see them not doing anything with Lana or Ruby Riott. But it was weird to cut Aleister Black in the middle of a program that never really got started, really. Actually, it did start, but they never actually used him for anything. That was really weird. So if you look at his Twitch stream, right? On Twitch, he had a confession. He had a confession basically saying that some of what was said on the internet was true, but not all of it. What was interesting about that was the fact that he actually believed, Tommy End, whatever Aleister Black's real name is, Tommy End, his new name, Tommy End, actually believed that when they said to him, do us a favor first, and then we'll send you back to NXT. The rumors were that he requested to go back to NXT. He did admit that part. But the internet got out of control and said that they turned down his request. And Tommy End said that they wanted him to play this out first, and then he could go back to NXT. That's Carney speak. For some reason, doesn't know this. That's Carney speak for you go back when we say you go back, bitch. So for some reason, he didn't see that on the wall, or maybe he's in denial. But when they keep saying, like, it's coming, don't worry about it, it's coming, but it never comes, you got to open your eyes, brother. You got to open your eyes. So he got shafted, essentially. If they keep telling you can reach for the moon, but they're not giving you a ladder, that's a problem. So he'll be on the bigger and better things in the AEW, likely. And, there was a thing I was listening to, and he said that if their intention was to get Zelina Vega back and then fire her husband, boyfriend, fuck toy, what is he? I don't know. To fire Aleister Black afterwards, that's fucked up. We're going to bring you back, and then 1 month later we're going to fire your husband or whatever. That's messed up. This is the same company, by the way, that brought in Scarlett Bordeaux from Impact and did nothing with her for 8 months until her boyfriend signed. So they robbed her of all those matches and everything, did nothing with her in any way in NXT, nothing, no backstage, no interview, or nothing. Did nothing with her just to coerce her boyfriend to come to the company. You reap what you sow there, WWE. So, yeah. Yeah, those releases are something else there. So, Raw. Okay, so I guess talk about the best show of the week here. And the real winner is Impact Wrestling. And here's why. Not only was an Iron Man match godly, and everyone who's seen it is talking, gushing about it. And I saw myself there, I'm like, wow, I see moves I've never seen before. That match between Raju and Jake something, that ladder match was really intense. The match, the reason why the match happened made sense. It wasn't a random match. It was like a blood feud kind of thing. So the match makes sense. The promos, in the behind the scenes promos were really good. All the promos were really good. Moose had a promo. Sami Callihan had a promo. Havoc and Rosemary had a promo. The Flying Flavor had a promo. Karen and Kimberly, they had a promo. What's her name? The Virtuoso, she had a promo. You see what I'm talking about? They used their time very well. A lot of people were used very well on that show. No, Brian Myers had a promo. I mean, like going on and on and on. And all of them were very interesting in their own ways. Not just like I'm talking and leaving. But all of them were good. Main event was good as well. Especially with the tease of TK coming to the show next week there. Very, very good stuff there. And what happens with Raw? What do people talk about on Raw this week? RK Bro doing a reversal from last week. And Drew and Kofi Part 2. Now we go to SmackDown. And SmackDown, what do we have here? The Roman Reigns show again. And they repeat the same match twice. Everything else in the show is pointless. And you're going to give... NXT was actually pretty good this week. But not the same level of impact when it comes to overall part of the show there. I did like how LA Knights lost to the LGBTQ guy in front of the $1 Million Man. That's pretty cute there. They were teasing it through the entire match. That was really good. Indy and Candace are doing their thing about Dexter Lumis. That was pretty funny. Hit Row has a new feud with Drake Maverick and Killian Dane, so they have a new feud with them. That was cute. So so they're planting seeds there. It's not out of nowhere. You see things are coming down the line. So they're making things make sense. So like if you want to say NXT was a show of the week over Impact, I can see that. But don't you fucking dare say that SmackDown, that one thing in the show, that Roman Reigns was better than all of Impact. When they always make Roman Reigns the focus of the show, instead of making it about a majority of the roster really interesting, it's all about one person. So Roman Reigns says that you better win. Of course, he would say that. And then they get kind of screwed. And then, of course, they have to please the master and, get another shot. And what does Roman do? He doesn't believe in them, as expected. And he causes a DQ, makes his team lose, and he starts beating up the kid. He said that Dominic was a child, and he beats up a kid at the end of the show. Wow. I'm seeing where this is going? Yes, I am. But at the same time there, don't you dare say the entire show was good. All the TVs, fucking weird. Makes no sense. Speaking of no sense, There was a report going around that Vince McMahon didn't get Aleister Black or Murphy. He didn't get them. Good-looking guys there, dark, mysterious-looking guys there. So they're dark and mysterious. Alexa Bliss, Playground, Scary Doll. McMahon gets that. Black goo coming out of her mouth. He gets that. But he doesn't get Aleister Black or Murphy. Why doesn't he ask Triple H? Because Triple H essentially made Aleister Black the person that he is. So does he not have the resources to get the information on Black or Murphy? Can't put them in matches on Raw or SmackDown against several other people there? Can't do that one? You fire them, but you keep Drew Gulak, Angel Garza, and Akira Tozawa? I guess Ember Moon would have got cut already if she was on the main roster. I think Finn Balor would as well. Sheesh, what the hell is he doing over there? So, yeah, that's really weird stuff there. I'll look at some news right here before I go. Latest news is Tony Khan compared to young Vince McMahon. I absolutely 1,000,000,000% see that. He purges competition. He purges competitive talent. He misuses them. He doesn't know what to do with the women's division. He has an overinflated roster, and he thinks the fans are the blood of his company. So, yeah, young Vince McMahon, absolutely, yeah. A writer got called out there. These fucking people on the internet make me sick, man. They're essentially tagging the bosses to get her fired. That is ugly and disgusting. She made a tweet 5 years ago. She needs to be fired for it. Fuck out of here, man. I want to fucking go to these fuckers' homes there and blow up their fucking hard drive. Get off the fucking internet. I'm trying to fire somebody, someone trying to destroy somebody's livelihood for making a fucking stupid ass tweet or comment about something. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Are you okay with it? Are you okay with this? That's literally their comment. Are you okay with this? And screenshotting. Fuck out of here. As if these fuckers who are doing this thing are squeaky clean. Mark Reynolds' Empty Promises. Yep. I saw it when I saw his face. I'm like, ooh, I don't trust this motherfucker at all. And Ray Phoenix is out again with another groin injury. Hope they do. All right, that's it for now. Flag off.